Hello everyone, my name is Stephanie Bells and welcome to my YouTube channel. So for this painting I'm going to be using Staedtler watercolor pencils. Now I've had these pencils for a very long time and as you can see they haven't really been used a lot. So I decided to break them out and practice with them a little bit. The cool thing about these watercolor pencils is that the packaging also doubles as a stand. Now, the basic way to use these pencils is just to draw on the page like you would a normal colored pencil. Then you just go ahead and wet your brush and wet the page like so. Like I stated before, I usually just work digitally and hardly ever do traditional artwork anymore. So this is just kind of a fun practice for me. The illustration that I'm going to be working on is part of a drawing challenge that I'm participating in, and that drawing challenge is Omen Drawing Challenge, and it's on Instagram. I actually really love participating in drawing challenges because it forces me to draw something every day, and at the end of the challenges, I always see a noticeable improvement in my art skills. The key to becoming a better artist is just to draw every day if that's the medium you work in. I know it takes a long time and sometimes you don't see improvements and you want to see them like right away. You might even not have self-confidence, but practicing every day honestly improves your art or your skill set so much. Even if you're feeling uninspired or have lack of motivation because you yourself can't see that your practice is paying off, just keep doing it because eventually you will see improvements and you will see that you have gotten better. That's really the key to becoming a good artist, just practice. Another reason I like these challenges is that it kind of gives me an excuse to play around with different tools and mediums. Like using these watercolor pencils. It's something I don't normally do and it's a good excuse to kind of branch out there and play around with it. And no, this is not like my best work I've ever done, but I am kind of branching out there and practicing with different tools. So, in my opinion, it's a success no matter what. It's also important to realize that you don't have to draw a masterpiece every day, so long as it's just like a little sketch or just a little practice. And if you're feeling too overwhelmed by life, like your job or family, and you just don't have time and miss a day practicing drawing, then it's not the end of the world. Like, you're not gonna go from 100 to 0 just within a day. Just keep in mind that practicing almost every day as much as you can does make improvements. And sometimes I do need to take a break from drawing, or like a day just to do something else, like going on a hike or doing something that recharges my creativity, whatever that is. Sometimes it's photography. I'm also going to mention that I did study watercolor in college, and I'm pretty sure if my professor saw this video and saw how I was using the watercolor and my techniques, I'm pretty sure she'd scream. But I mean, hey, I feel like there's no real wrong way to make art. Sometimes when you play outside of the rules, it's way funner than constricting yourself to how things should be. So that's usually what I like to do with my drawing technique. And yep. Also, if you want to study art, there's no reason that you should go to college to become a good artist or a great artist. If you want to study it, I mean, just do it. I mean, go online and look at tutorials and practice every day. You don't need a degree to tell you that you're an artist, but if you want to go to college, that's totally fine too. I'm sure you'll get a lot of different experiences that other people may not. I actually just went to a community college in my town, so I didn't really get the college experience. But I did learn a lot, and it wasn't expensive, so I think I would do it again. But you definitely don't need a degree to be an artist. I wanted to give my rabbit a ghostly effect, so I did a light wash around the body. And I actually found out that if I used a piece of scrap paper and I used the watercolor pencil to just kind of draw on the scrap paper, that I could dilute it with water and paint with that around my rabbit illustration instead of putting the pencil directly on my artwork. Now, to make my illustration pop a little more, I went ahead and used my uni ball pen just to give it some white highlights. Alright you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and the artwork that I created in it. If you'd like to see more of my illustrations, I linked my Instagram down below. Or you can subscribe to my YouTube channel and I'll see you next time.